I have just rolled out of bed. Yes, this is what I slept in. I am about to have my peanut butter oatmeal coffee of doom. And tell you about my dream. One more video, am I right? Anyway. For every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets here from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that, so if you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. For free. This medal represents a bunch of trees I planted for the environment. I am trying to plant 50 times 50 trees in honor of my mother, who passed away a week before her 50th birthday when I was 10 years old. YouTube is not helping me fund that, really, but, well, it's morning, I should take my medication. Multivitamin, you know what I mean? I mean, it's just first thing in the morning, got to get stuff done. Anyway, so I had a dream, and it was a weird, long dream. It was very lucid. And this is probably because I haven't been sleeping very well. And I eventually just, went to sleep and just zonked. So this does happen. Now, this dream started when I drove to a dream version of my of my grade school, which is now a junior high school. Or it goes all the way up to junior high, I think. They've added a lot more buildings to it. It's a half-mile walk from my house. Anyway, I was coming from work and I drove there. And I was with two people I know, not friends. One of them used to be my best friend, but he turned into a total D-bag, and I couldn't stand to be around him. And the other one was this guy from a homeless shelter that I worked with. He was a racist, hated white people. And we sat there working on some sort of an art project. I don't know exactly what it was. We were doing design and concept art and those sorts of things. And then the students showed up. And for some reason, I was like, this is not my class day, but if this were tomorrow, it would be my class. And I looked at the teacher, and it wasn't my teacher, so I had to pack everything up as the students were coming in, and we were rushing to get everything out there. And for some reason, there were shelves from a warehouse that I had to navigate around. And I remember there was like this one girl who was like, that's my desk, could you move your stuff? And I moved my stuff. And then there was a deodorant that the dude from the homeless shelter had left behind, who, she's like, is this yours? I'm like, no. But then it got weird. So I was carrying at least 3 containers of fluid. They were all different. And 2 bags full of like the papers and the sketches and the art supplies. And I didn't have any pants on. So I had underwear. And I was like, I should dress. But I picked everything up because I had to move it. And I was like, it covers me. I felt covered. And I was like, okay, let me just get out of here. my car isn't that far away. And then I go outside and I'm like, I don't remember where my car is. So I go from the front of the building where the parking lot was empty. And for some reason, this version of my grade school had underground parking lots. You know, they were sunken under the building. So I was trying to get to them to look for my car. And there were all these kids lining up to get to class. So I went through the first parking lot and my car wasn't there. And I remember I was looking for the car I had before the car that I currently drive. Or maybe it was my first car. I don't remember. A long time ago. But anyway, so it's not there. And I walk out into the field where all the kids are. And I walk by this yellow, like, scrap bin thing made of metal. And while I'm walking by it, it starts moving. And I wind up just sort of trapped against it. And I can't move fast enough to get away from it. I can't get my footing to get away from it. And I'm trying to carry all this stuff. And we move through the field, which is much larger and hillier than it is in real life. And eventually, we get to the other side of the school. And, you know, at this point I lose one of the jugs of fluid that I'm carrying, and I'm able to walk around enough to look for it. And I find it, and, you know, I tell or I have some kind of a conversation. I mean, I don't remember what I said, but I had some kind of a conversation with the people who were moving the bin, kind of explaining why I was there. And I remember I complained. I was like, I'm sweaty, I'm tired, I'm going to go to my car. And my plan was to get breakfast before going home. I was going to stop at like a McDonald's or something. But then I was going towards the parking lot again. And that big jug was now on some kind of a plastic spring. So every time I moved, it was like a pendulum. And I was trying to use its momentum to move because for some reason I couldn't move again. You know, this is how dreams are. Like you're awake enough to know that you're in place. You're not going anywhere. But, you know, in dreams, like, you can tense a muscle and make things move. That's how dreams work. So I'm walking through this area in my underwear with my lower half basically covered in bags and jugs. And I remember thinking somebody should be like, hey, what is this 45-year-old dude doing walking through this school? You know, somebody should be telling the teachers should be intervening at this point. Then I woke up. I've had a lot of dreams where I was essentially trapped at a school. I think this is because, I took a long time to get out of college. And, that's my own fault. When I first went to college, I expected my family to give me money for college because they gave my brother money for college, they gave my sister money for college. But what it came down to is they just believed, which turned out to be the truth, college was a waste of time for me. Okay, I did graduate, but haven't exactly gotten a lot of jobs that are college. I mean, I have gotten jobs that were college related, and when I get a job, sometimes they put me in a place where they prefer college graduates, but being a college graduate doesn't generally mean that they pay better, and it's just college graduates preferred. It's not, we pay you more for being a college graduate and you need that. So anyway, one of my problems was that it took a long time to get out of college, and I felt like I was trapped there. And my life was pretty miserable or during college, so I was just so super focused that I think that left a permanent scar on my brain, that I'm just trying to get to this goal. And I mean, I often have dreams where I'm wandering a college campus looking for my car because I'm trying to get the hell out of there. As far as the two creatives from my past, well, they're two people who, wanted to escape the mundane through art and failed. So far as I'm aware, one of them I know is a junior researcher, and one of them is, so far as I know, never went anywhere. I haven't kept up with him though, so I don't know. Either he quit the job or he got fired. I didn't ask and I don't care. But it's good to dream. It's good to remember your dreams. But that was a weird one. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Danger Ducky says it is now time for you to comment, like, and subscribe, and support this channel so we can do things like save the world by removing trash from the ocean, planting trees, and feeding orphans. Danger Ducky approves.